Okay.
So when people try to get shaft lean and compression, sometimes people are going like this. That's not how it works. It's more so the constant turning. You just gotta hold it, turning, and then I do have to let go. It's just that I've held it for a while and I turn. By the time my hands get a little bit past the ball and I release, now you have shaft lean. If you release before your hands get to the ball, then it's not gonna have it. Nice, dude. That feels sick, right?
Yeah, that feels. I think it's just not being afraid to hit the ground is the mindset that.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to create a
That
divot.
confidence is only gonna come when you land it like right behind the ball, right?
Exactly.
Beauty, dude. That's sold money.
All right. Done.
Money, hoagie.
money.
All right, man. So we've been working together for about 6 sessions this winter indoors.
Yeah.
First time on the grass for you today.
Exciting stuff.
We hit some shots.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna get into like making divots. So one thing was like maybe there's like a worry of making divots if you've never had to experience that before, right?
Yeah.
But and it's less forgiving than indoors, right?
Right.
So now we're gonna talk about how to get our divot like right after we hit the ball, not before. Okay. And part of what we need to work on with you, we kind of identified for the last few sessions, is your arm kind of going into the chicken wing after. So if you just face the camera there, so you're kind of going here in your follow through. You look from this view, your elbow's like way over here.
Right.
Okay. And you've kind of been hitting these ones thin.
Right.
And up, right? So this move kind of brings everything upwards. So if we want to hit down and compress the ball and hit the ball first and then have our divot, we can't be lifting up in a way, right?
Right.
So we gotta feel like, so that slap shot kind of concept, we hit down and kind of feel like you're dragging the divot or like you're hitting downwards and flexing the shaft. You can't do any of that when we pull this away and the elbow goes like that.
Right.
Okay, so we need to feel like we're just gonna do half swings, a lot of chest turn both ways. So we're gonna hit down and then have a wider follow through with straight arms. You're gonna try to really like put the brakes on here.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Go ahead. So do maybe one practice swing. Good. So the key is low follow through for you, okay?
Right.
So your weight's kind of stacked on your left side. Yeah, we don't really need to shift it to the right so much. So you're gonna feel like you kind of start on your left foot and you turn and you stay on your left foot, and then you can kind of feel like you lean towards the target even a little bit in your downswing.
Okay.
Not much, but just like kind of like a slap shot still, right? You would lean into it to hit down. You wouldn't like, if you lean backwards, you can't push down anymore.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Let's try.
Go ahead. So we'll hit a few. Key is halfway stopping in the follow through. Good. Yeah, that was a nice sound.
Yeah.
So this
Nice.
will give you like confidence to hit the ground, because sometimes people get worried, especially when they're new to hitting off the grass.
Right.
You go on the golf course too.
You want to create
You're like you chunk one or two, now you're like, oh shit, like you're worried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But if you can get this, the positioning of where you can land the club, your low point. Okay, so instead of hitting back here and having like a pull up, either you're like topping it, which is mostly happening, you're thinning them.
Yep.
Or like this coming up thing also makes you like lean backwards sometimes. Like I'm tilting back here.
Right.
And the one or two times that you don't do this, you're gonna like chunk it.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
So yeah, really wanna feel, sometimes you can even rehearse this, like you're coming in your downswing, you're really like landing this right there. So you can do this at home.
Okay.
Right? So you feel like I'm taking this club back, and just really slowly like try to land it right there. And slowly make that faster and faster. Right? And you want your divots to start right at the ball.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Let's try.
Take it back. Come down really slow, like really slow. So go up a little bit higher. Yep, turn this. And you're coming down slow, 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 slow. It's gonna land right there.
Okay. Okay.
So the key to also not chunking it is not losing this angle with our wrists.
Okay.
So right now I'm kind of making you go straight, so there's not a lot of wrist hinge.
Right.
But eventually in your swing, when there's wrist hinge as well, as you're coming down, if you do this early,
Right.
that's gonna cause you to chunk it too.
Okay.
Okay, so we gotta like, if we were to see our wrist hinge happening here, then we add body turn. We gotta undo the body turn to about here, then the wrist goes.
Okay.
The thing is, it's not, your body just doesn't stop there and then the wrist goes. Your body just keeps going past this point, and then when the club starts to release from here, it's just that the rope. So if I was to think of it again like that, wrist hinge, this is the point where I undo my wrist hinge and my hands are back to here.
Right.
But my rotation pulls the hands over there.
Right.
I wouldn't let go of my hands here. My rotation brings my hands back to here.
That's when you look.
But then it doesn't also just stop there.
Right.
Because my rotation keeps pulling it.
Okay.
So when people try to get shaft lean and compression, sometimes people are going like this. That's not how it works. It's more so the constant turning.
Okay.
So you wouldn't wrist hinge early like some people do. Some people wrist hinge then turn. Some people are having a wider turn and then wrist hinging. And there's a couple people that like do it like way later. Okay?
Okay.
But coming down, it's all pretty much the same, where it's like you just gotta hold it, turning, and then I do have to let go. It's just that I've held it for a while and I turn. By the time my hands get a little bit past the ball and I release, now you have shaft lean. If you release before your hands get to the ball, then it's not gonna have it. It'll be more chunky, okay? Cool.
Let's try this.
So let's rehearse that real quick. So take it back. Okay, let's even add the wrist hinge. Now turn. Turn. Now, this angle right here stays the same. Turning. Don't stop turning. And that gets let go there. Boom, into the ground.
Okay.
Right? Now your club face is wide open. That we'll work on that a little bit later.
Okay.
But right now, for the purpose of where you're striking this and how it feels, so go ahead and take it back. Okay. Let's do the wrist hinge a little early.
Okay.
Okay. So do your wrist hinge. Yeah. Now you're turning. Now you hold the wrist hinge. Now turn back that way. Turn. Then boom. That gets let go there.
Okay. So.
Yeah. So that was like wrist hinge at the very end. I wanted to, like, just for the purpose of this.
Okay.
I want you to actually bend your wrist first.
Okay. So bend it first. Okay.
Yep. Now you're turning. Now you just hold it. All you do is now you're turning your belly button from here back to me, and then now towards the target, and then this has to, like, yeah, at the end is when it touches.
Okay.
And that's that line you're trying to see. You're trying to see it land like right there, right?
Right.
So run through that one more time. So what we're suggesting here is you take the club up. Let's start with the wrist hinge. Okay, so this is the part where your wrist is hinging. Now from here, you're just going to leave that.
Okay.
And your hands and chest, the center of your chest and the hands needs to turn together. And the arms lift a little bit up. Okay, now you bring those two back together down. Right back to the same spot. Let's not use your legs yet.
Okay.
Let's just do this part. Hands and chest back to the same spot. And now, since the hands are back to the same spot, this is where they will release.
Okay.
Except the chest doesn't stop turning. So we're going to start, the chest is facing the camera.
Yep.
Now the chest is turning and it's facing away from the target.
Right.
And now you're going to bring it back to the camera or the ball. Same thing. Right? You bring your chest back to where it was.
Yep.
Now you take your chest to the target. And along that way, your hands will release.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So let's go a little bit more faster. Chest keeps going. Boom, it releases there.
Okay.
So shaft lean or compression is not leaving your chest here and taking your hands way on the other side of it.
Right.
right? That's gonna also lead to tops. Your club is not like
Yeah.
you gotta release the speed.
Right.
You can't hold this forever.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna go here.
Okay.
Hinge. Now you turn, turn, turn. Now you turn everything. Now you keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Boom.
Right.
That was a little early, but yeah, it would get it like right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So if we bring this up here, it's always easier to understand things up here.
Yep.
So we have wrist hinge.
Mm-hmm.
We have turn. Now, as our hands get back to here, boom.
Right.
But your chest is going to keep going that way to the target.
Okay.
And then along the way, it just keeps going. And see how you finish wide?
You're right.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Okay.
Your wrist has a tendency to go into this
Right.
motion, and that kind of opens the face sometimes.
Okay.
But that's okay. We'll kind of work on that secondary.
Okay.
Right now, we're kind of just your low point.
Okay.
So do these really slow. Like maybe just barely getting over this road here.
Okay.
Like a little chip. Like really, really slow motion, just like we rehearsed it. So do 1 or 2 rehearsals still. So I really want you to start with a wrist hinge first.
Okay.
So this doesn't move. Do
Okay.
the wrist hinge first. Okay, now turn. Good. Now hold the wrist hinge. You just keep turning, 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 and now hit it. Good.
Okay.
Okay. The mindset when we're hitting this, if I just hop in here.
Yep.
The mindset when we're hitting this is not to lean back and hit up on it. Okay. So this motion of when you pull this up
Mm-hmm.
and the chest going up like that, everything's going up.
Right.
So we're trying to like compress this. We're going down.
Okay.
So I'm just going to show you one. Okay. So we're going to go wrist hinge, turn, turning, 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 boom.
Okay.
That's where we get let go. Okay, so you can go 1, 2, 2, 1.
Okay.
Except this wouldn't stop here at the chest. It would just go a little bit further.
Okay.
Maybe towards like halfway to the target. Along the way, we gotta hit the hands down. Okay.
Okay.
So go 1, 2. There.
Okay.
Do one more. A little bit faster. Okay, and we can emphasize like really trying to hit hard into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So do that. It's like really downwards.
Right. Yeah.
See how I stop wide?
Wow.
Yeah. Nice, dude. That feels sick, right?
Yeah, that feels. I think it's just not being afraid to hit the ground is the mindset that.
Yeah.
Like it's
You
okay
know,
to create a
that
divot.
confidence is only gonna come when you land it like right behind the ball, right?
Exactly.
Unfocused for a second. So really start with wrist hinge.
Yep.
Turn. Turn has to. The chest has to go with the hands.
Okay.
Yeah. So do that again.
Let's try again. Hinge.
Yeah. It's almost like the chest makes the hands go back.
Okay.
You don't have to go that far back. Just right here.
Okay.
And then you just turn your chest that way, and the hands will let go. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're really loading the front side though, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Really staying here, and that really helps you feel like going down. See that?
Right.
We're not going backwards and up and lifting, shrugging this left arm. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Nice. Good, man.
All right.
Beauty. Dude, that's sold money.
All right. Done.
Money, money, hoagie.
Money, money. Oh.
Good. So in your actual full swing, so go ahead and just do what you just did again. The wide arms, yeah. So with the wide arms, go ahead and hold it. After you hit this thing, you go here.
Right.
Then you will come up with your body and it'll fold.
Okay.
But you kind of do that process too early. Like
Yeah.
you pull this in,
Yeah.
and it's like there.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Yeah.
It's not doing this, but like it's, yeah, your elbow's like super like this.
Yeah.
I want it to be here, and then it's actually your arms fold this way. So
It's when your chest is done rotating all the way.
Yeah.
You fold
So basically, you're doing this, right? This is what we're doing.
Yep.
You kind of do that,
Right.
and then fold.
Right.
You're not folding. You're more like pulling. You're pulling into yourself versus throwing and push. like this way,
Okay.
right?
The folding for, I think.
So
yeah.
yeah, the force is like down,
Right.
down, right? We talked about that at the start, right? When you were
Yeah.
completely new and just learning still, like how to hit the ball. We got to get the force under. Then we add rotation. We go under and out
Right.
that way, not pull.
Pull up. Yeah.
Okay, so this is just like, again, you're just hitting hard down into the ground and then going wide and low, follow through as key.
Okay. I think for me, I need to remember that the folding at the end is just for the picture. It doesn't really add any.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The force is all created here and then
Before.
it's just chilling.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think the tendency is still to.
Yeah. Try really, really low follow through.
Yeah.
So let's exaggerate. Bump a little bit onto your left foot. So you just kind of move everything that way and go like this.
Okay.
Okay. You're really trying to return that into the ground like that. Okay. Try another one. So you're doing your hardest to not tell your mind that this ball's going in the air. Like you're trying to like shove it down into the ground.
Into the ground, yeah.
Yeah. You almost got to hit it hard and stop kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. Close. That was actually good. Like it was flighted really low.
Right.
That's how you hit low shots. Like if you want to hit into the wind under the tree, you stack up on your left side and you go down. So we want to make a divot too.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Awesome.
All right.